What's up guys, and welcome once again to another video. My name is Soy Ricardo and we have an excellent video this week. Now y'all guys know that I am a creator on a budget, and on this week's video I'm going to be sharing two of my favorite microphones that I use for basically everything that I do here, from blogging to this talking headshot that you see right now. Now we all know that audio is very important, and we all also know that you can sit through bad quality video with good audio, but you cannot sit through good quality video with bad audio. Basically everyone hates bad audio. And on this video, I'm gonna be sharing two of my favorite microphones that are budget friendly, so they are not going to break the bank, and at the same time, they bring a lot of value, especially if you are a beginner and if you are thinking about starting a YouTube channel in 2021, which is almost everyone. So with that said, guys, let's go ahead and find out what are some of my favorite microphones that I use here in the studio. And we're gonna go ahead and start off with the cheapest one. Now you guys probably already know what this is, so let's go ahead and jump into it. All right guys, so let's go ahead and begin with the first microphone, the Rode Video Micro. So this little awesome microphone, it's not very cheap, so it's not gonna break the bank, and this one comes in at about 50 bucks right now, and it's an awesome microphone. So let's go ahead and briefly talk about it, some of the stuff that I like about it, and well, some of the stuff that I don't like about it. Both of these microphones do have pros and cons, but there's definitely more pros than cons on both of these. So let's go ahead and jump in. I got here this on one of my cameras, and this is kind of like my normal setup. So anytime that I am not here in the studio, I have this thing on my camera. So anytime that I go out to take photos, videos, or any other time that I'm not here in the studio, this little microphone lives on top of my camera. What are some of the benefits of this little microphone? For one thing, it doesn't have batteries, so you don't need to charge it. You don't really need to do that much with it, but just plug it in, and when you turn on your camera, the mic's gonna be working. So that's pretty awesome. I know that other creators that use some of the other microphones that do require batteries, sometimes they forget to turn them off, or sometimes they even forget to turn them on, and then then you lose some of the audio clips. You may have to do some reshoots and stuff like that. So having something that does not require batteries, does not require for me to turn it on and off, is a huge plus. Another thing that I also like, it's that it's very tiny. So as you can see, this is it, and this is with this huge wind muff. So it's a super low profile microphone. It gets great audio, and it's not gonna be scaring people away if I'm out in the streets blogging. I'm still kind of scared to blog out in public. It is something that I have not gotten used to yet, and even though I blog all the time, it's still a little hard for me to go out and just be blogging, especially with like a huge microphone. So the small factor of this Rode Video Micro, it's very awesome. This is the Rode Video Micro, and as you can see, it is nice. You can even do voiceovers with it, good audio if you're blogging. So yeah, this is the Rode Video Micro, and it sounds something like this. Alright guys, so this is how the Rode Video Micro sounds outside. Now I know I am not in the middle of the city or anything like that, but at least you can tell how it sounds when I'm not inside the studio. The studio is a little treated for noise, so I do have some little foam things on the wall, so it could make it sound a little bit better inside the studio than it does out here. As you can see, even out here, it works very, very well. I really, really like it. This is basically my my blogging microphone, that anytime that I am out and I'm shooting video that's not in the studio, I always have this bad boy on, and this is basically my go-to blogging mic. So yeah, this is the Rode Video Micro, and this is how it sounds outside. All right, so before we move on and I'll show you guys my next microphone, a couple of other things is that this microphone is very, very super light, so it doesn't really weigh that much. It's not gonna add that much weight because it is very, very, very light. And this is probably the best blogger microphone that's out there, that's probably under $100. So with that said, let's go ahead and move on to my second microphone, and that is the one that I am using to record this talking headshot. It is right above me, so you really can't see it. It's about that much away from my mouth. And this is the DD3 Pro. It's a pretty awesome mic. This one comes in a little bit more expensive. This one comes in at $199. But it's something that I recently bought, so I made a lot of my videos, I would say more than half, with this little bitty microphone. As you see on some of my previous videos, like recent ones, I used this DD3 Pro for almost everything inside my studio. I hardly ever take it out of the studio because it lives here. Like, this is where I use it the most. Like I mentioned, unless I'm doing something else like a documentary, or I'm setting up for like an interview, that is the microphone that I'm going to be using. Now let's go ahead and talk about some pros and cons about the DD3 Pro. And it doesn't really have many, but it does have a few. First, let's talk about some of the stuff that I do like about it. So it does have a little knob where you can raise the gain of your audio while you're recording. So if you think that it's too low, or you're looking at your levels and you're seeing that you need to go a little bit higher, you don't need to go into your settings and manually do it. There is a little knob on the microphone itself, so you can, I guess, add more gain to your audio. Okay, so another thing that I do like about this microphone is that it does have a little rail on the actual quarter mount that it has on the bottom that slides the microphone forward and back. Now sometimes whenever you use this microphone on your camera and you're trying to take a photo, and when you go up to take a photo like this part of the microphone might be hitting your face. This microphone solves that by having a little rail that slides forward and back, so you are able to put your eye on the viewfinder without poking yourself. So that's also another cool thing. The audio is great. It also comes with the dead cat. It comes with a beautiful case, and it's all around a pretty awesome microphone. Now, some of the cons that I don't like about it, and like I mentioned, they're very, very few, is that this microphone does require for me to charge it, and it does have batteries. It's not really an issue for me because this microphone's battery is awesome. I can probably make like 3 or 4 or maybe 5 videos in my studio before I have to recharge the battery on this microphone. Actually, I haven't even charged this microphone since I can't even remember. It must have been a couple of videos back. Battery life on that thing, it's awesome. It lasts a long, long time, but I do have to remember to turn it on. There has been a couple of, I guess, instances that I am recording or blogging or doing something, and I forget to I forget to turn on the microphone. So, yeah. Besides that, everything else is cool. It does have an auto shut off. It does have an auto shutdown button or shutdown, which means that if you don't use it for a while, it automatically does turn off, so your battery is not wasted. So that is a very, very cool feature about the DD3 Pro. This is how the DD3 Pro sounds outside or when I'm not in the studio. All right, guys, so this is how the DD3 Pro sounds like outside. Now, I don't know if you can tell the difference. It is a little bit windy. I do see the little dead cat moving around, so that means there is a little bit of a breeze. I don't know if you can hear it, but this is how it sounds. This microphone is really, really awesome, but one of the setbacks that I don't really like about it is that it's big, it's huge. And I mean, I try to be as minimal as possible when it comes to my gear. But both of these options are really, really good if you are a beginner or if you are starting your YouTube channel in 2021. So yeah, guys, this is how this sounds. Let's go ahead and back to the studio to finish off this video, and that's it. Okay, so now that y'all guys heard how both of these microphones sound, please tell me down in the comments which one you think sounds better. If it's the DD3 Pro or the Rode Video Micro. Like I said, they're both a little bit different because they are used for different things. But at the end of the day, as long as you are capturing very good audio, it really doesn't matter with which one you do it. One thing though, this is the actual dead cat to the DD3 Pro. Now, does this look like a normal dead cat to you? I feel like it's just too much hair. I feel like he needs and then you see that it's just like I don't feel like this. I feel like this thing needs a haircut. Guys, that's pretty much it for this week's video. Thank you again so much for watching. If you like this video, please give this video a thumbs up. That really helps out a lot. Subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit and smash the notification bell so you guys can get notified for future videos. And they are coming a lot more. I even got a new camera. If you can guess which camera I got, down in the comments. You're gonna get 10 points, a gold star. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Peace.